What's up guys, today we're going to be going over the weapon that's quickly become my favorite weapon in the entire game, the Psychopomp, which is the new Arc Area Denial Frame GL that came out this season. This thing has a few roles that are just absolutely insane for this season, mostly for the new Bolt Charge system, which has quickly taken over Destiny 2 as the go-to ability and build for ad clear, DPS, really everything. And in this video, I'll be showing off why this is the perfect weapon for all those builds and really any build in the entire game. So jumping straight into the perks on this weapon, first looking at the right column, the go-to obviously is going to be Rolling Storm, the new perk where final blows grant bolt charge, while amplified final blows grant additional bolt charge. Then if you enhance the perk, gain increased bolt charge stacks when you have none. So first we just look at how that perk works. It's always going to be hard to tell because when you have bolt charges, doing damage itself will gain stacks of bolt charge. So in these clips, you'll see more than just the Rolling Storm bolt charge procs. You'll also see additional ones from just doing damage. But with the perk, you will always get 1 stack of bolt charge on kill. Then while amplified, it should go to 2. Then if you don't have any bolt charge stacks at all and get a final blow while amplified or just not amplified, it should go up to 2 and 3. Then if you put on the Arc Fragment Spark of Frequency, for the secondary part while amplified, it should double all sources of bolt charge. And once again, it's very hard to see with this GL, but it should go to 2 and 4, 2 without amplified, 4 with. Now, I'm not sure if it doubles the enhanced part or not. It should go to at least 3, sometimes all the way up to 5, maybe even 6 while amplified. But as we mentioned, it's very hard to tell how many stacks you get with this weapon because just simply doing damage with this weapon will also generate stacks of bolt charge, as long as you have at least 1. And just simply shooting the GL at a single target, I mean, you will very easily in one shot get 8, 9, possibly even all 10 just from doing damage with this weapon. I should be making a full breakdown on bolt charges on Sunday, going into like the nitty-gritty details of the system. But this is definitely among one of the most efficient ways to get bolt charge in the game, just doing damage with a area denial frame GL. So that with the effects of Rolling Storm, really if you just shoot this thing at 2 enemies and get like a final blow, you're easily gonna get all 10 stacks of bolt charge per shot with this GL. And what makes this perk so good for really any melee based build in the game is when you gain stacks of bolt charge, you also get a chunk of melee energy, which makes it synergize even better with Arc Titan, Arc Warlock, or Prismatic Warlock with Lightning Surge. And even though it does synergize the best with the Arc builds, in particular Arc Titan, having another way to disperse your bolt charge stacks with the Barricade, you don't have to be playing an Arc build for this GL to be insanely good. Bolt charges add so much damage to your abilities and give you so much melee energy back that you can really take advantage of this on any build in the game. For example, Prismatic Titan with Consecration. Hitting stacks of bolt charge will help you have more uptime on your melee, and then the added damage of the bolt charges on your Consecration is obviously still very good with how much damage these things do. And I haven't played Hunter that much really at all this season. I'm sure there are Hunter builds where this will be extremely effective also, but just purely based off the damage of bolt charges and the way this builds it so fast and the greater uptime on your melee abilities, there's really not a single build in the game where this thing won't be very strong. You can actually make the case that you gain bolt charges so quick with this weapon that you can use someone else other than Rolling Storm. So what else do we have in the right? Well, the first choice for me would be Demolitionist for making this weapon also very good for grenade builds. Since you'll still be gaining bolt charge just from doing damage with a weapon, you can kind of get melee and grenade energy with this weapon, kind of double dip. Then there are 2 damage perks of Frenzy or Elemental Honing that you could pair with Envious Arsenal for a DPS swap build, and I would recommend just using Elemental Honing. Frenzy is going to be 15%, and with Elemental Honing, this being an elemental weapon, 2 stacks is 10%, 3 is 20, so at 3 stacks you're already higher. If you do get 4 and 5, it'll go up to 30 and 35%, so Elemental Honing for DPS in a swap combo with Envious Arsenal just makes a lot more sense. You should very easily be able to get at least 3 stacks of Elemental Honing. It will last for 23 seconds while enhanced, so that would definitely be the way to go for swap DPS combos if you wanted to go that route. So what in the left would I pair with Rolling Storm? Well, since this thing excels with melee builds, my go-to perk combination is a Pugilist. for even more melee energy upon kill. With Enhance, it's roughly 11%. So that combined with gaining bolt charge stacks, which also give melee energy, you can really see how this combo would be great for Arc Titan or Arc Warlock, where simply shooting this at a group of red bars, I'm going to be getting my full 10 stacks of bolt charge, and more than likely, almost my entire melee back. If you did want to go the route of a reload perk, I think the best option will be Eddy Current. You'll be amplified all the time with this weapon, and amplified Eddy Current gives the most stats of most of the reload perks in the game. So that would be my go-to. Stats for All is also very good. You're going to be hitting 3 targets all the time with this weapon. You could also go with Threat Detector, but I think Stats for All or Eddy Current just edges it out. And the same reason for Feeding Frenzy, it's not bad, but Eddy Current is just better. Another reason why you don't necessarily need a reload perk on this weapon and why you can take advantage of Pugilist is with the origin trait Willing Vessel. Dealing damage with a weapon will give it increased reload speed. You will also always be amplified, so the weapon generally just feels really snappy. I play on Titan a lot and I'm behind a Relic Barricade, also helping out the reload speed of this weapon. So even without a reload perk, just using Pugilist and Rolling Storm, the reload feels perfectly fine. You could also go the route of Ambitious Assassin, where when you reload after getting rapid final blows, it will give you a 2 mag with Enhance, I believe up to potentially 3. But I don't think it's worth giving up one of the reload perks or Pugilist for this. If you want to go the route of a 2 mag, you could just try to hunt for a shiny version of the weapon with the second origin trait Runneth Over, where reloading near allies will overflow the magazine to 2. So the best case scenario for me is get a shiny with Pugilist and Eddy Current in the left, then in the right, Rolling Storm plus Demolitionist. And that would cover really all the best rolls I personally want on the weapon, which is Pugilist, Rolling Storm, which I already got. Then I wouldn't mind an Eddy Current plus Rolling Storm if I want reload speed. And the same 2 rolls, but then with Demo in the right, so Pugilist plus Demo, just to double dip both melee and grenade energy. And finally, if I did want reload speed, I could run Eddy Current plus Demo. And a third one that I would keep if I just got it along the way would be Envious Arsenal plus Elemental Honing. If I ever would use this in a swap DPS combo, I'm not sure if they're great for DPS or not. I think some people use them in DPS cycles, so that role could be pretty good in the right situation. Anyways, that is why Psychopomp has quickly become my favorite weapon in the game. It really just stays permanently locked into my characters at this point. Bolt charges are just so insanely strong, and this is one of the best ways to build up the stacks, get your melee back, and it's just so much fun. Anyways, I think that's be it for the video. Let me know what role you want on this thing down below. Like usual, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.